What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and this is the Bosch Unlimited 10 cordless handheld vacuum. So I'm currently working on my newest home series, and I can't wait to reveal it to you guys soon, but it has been 4 months of renovation, and the RAM board has finally come off. It's now time to clean up the space, make it feel like a home again, and as someone who has tested out a lot of cordless, robot, and vacuums in general around the house, I feel like I have a pretty good sense of what makes a good product, as well as certain issues that I experience on many of them, and this is my first time checking out the Bosch approach. And I want to give a huge thanks to them for sponsoring this video. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys some of the typical use cases that are maybe a little bit easier, such as hardwood floors, to going to upholstery and seeing how this vacuum works in those scenarios, to the hard to reach area while switching between the different modes that it has to offer and seeing how it is able to work. From features such as a 10-year warranty, the Microclean technology, a versatile battery, and attachments that consider all of the details, whether it is for delicate rugs, being able to vacuum in both directions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So through my experience with the Bosch Unlimited 10 cordless handheld vacuum, I would say they've actually taken care of a lot of the common issues that I've experienced through many of the top known brands in the market, including Dyson. But when it comes to the actual cleaning experience, I found it to be much superior, and I also really enjoyed having the flexibility and the options to use it in all different modes, and its ability to be able to detect the surface, display it, and adapt the modes accordingly. And with Microclean, it continuously gives you indicators and the vacuum based on what it is picking up, and it ensures you've not only picked up the visible debris, but also the invisible debris as well. It uses light to scan all of the things that the vacuum is picking up as it goes by. And of course, there are things that we can see that need to be vacuumed, such as large pieces of debris, for example, but it will actually give you an indicator that goes from white to blue once it is seen that you have not only vacuumed what you can see, but also what you can't see, which are the microparticles. And I like how the sensor is actually built in to the vacuum instead of on the head, because that means no matter what brush tip you're using, it has that Microclean indicator through the bright LED light right here. But I do find a lot of times there might be a lot of debris that might be captured when I'm going one direction, but I love how this vacuum is actually vacuuming in both directions, and so you don't end up just dragging leftover debris around that wasn't picked up from the roller on the first pass. What I really noticed with the brush roller is how well it glides. With the downforce from the suction to the actual wheel placement on the front and the back, I just find that it sort of gives it like a weightless experience when I'm gliding around the floor. It definitely isn't the lightest handheld vacuum that I've used, but once I have it on, it sort of just guides its way around very, very nicely as I get towards the edges and all of the curves during the cleaning. I also find that from my experience, it is also quite quiet. And as you can see, as I'm vacuuming the carpet, it shows me the surface that it has detected, and to switch the modes, I just press the button right here. This is also a brush that has an easy hair detangle. If you have anything tangled, just go ahead and roll it out. You can take the whole brush out horizontally, clean it, put it back in, and you're all good to go. And with a 90-degree flex, if I need to get underneath like a coffee table or under my bed, I can do so very easily. All I have to do is just push down right here, and the vacuum is able to fold 90 degrees just like that. And once you've supposedly filled up the tank, you can go ahead and just push it down here, compress it a little bit, and continue vacuuming, allowing you to have 50% more space. And then when you go to empty the bin, it doesn't spread dust around once again. It's a really, really good feature. In the evening as well, the lights are super handy. They're all located at the front and widely distributed, but it's definitely one of the most comfortable brush heads that I've used so far for a handheld vacuum. So when it comes to the interface and the modes, you've got a color screen right here. And not only does it let me take a look at all of the different options and the modes, as well as the estimated battery time, but I also have the additional modes, the settings, and the ability to take a look at specific tutorials if I need to see how to clean the sensor, the filter, or empty the dustbin. So everything is equipped right here. It is more than just seeing your modes and what the vacuum is capturing, as well as the sense surface. It goes beyond that, so it gives you all of the usability information on here as well. Some of the modes that you have the option to use include auto, eco, turbo, as well as additional options such as delicate carpet and silent mode. So when it comes to general cleaning in the hallway, I find that using the eco mode is perfectly fine. You don't really need too much power. All of the dust is kind of just floating on the surface. And so to save the battery, I end up just keeping it at a very simple mode. And then when I go over to the carpet, I'll use the delicate mode or the auto mode. So these are all wool rugs that came with the home. They're beautiful and I love them, but they do shed. And I also find whenever I vacuum them, it often gets very damaged. The delicate rug mode is meant to not only give you a very good clean and still use the Microclean technology, but it definitely tones down the suction and the roller speed to ensure that you are not going too hard on a fragile rug. But if I'm just doing a quick clean, the eco mode actually still does a really good job. And so whether you're trying to do a deep clean or just a quick maintenance, or even cleaning something that is a bit more fragile, you can combine the modes with the brush heads depending on what works best in each scenario. So this right here is the upholstery head. It is able to give it a very good amount of suction, glide along your furniture, and you don't have to worry about it getting scratched or damaged, which I'm very picky about. It also has a nice 360-degree rotation, so as you make your way through the different angles, it can remain very ergonomic and versatile. This right here is the crevice nozzle and is pretty self-explanatory. It's for getting into all the little crevices, the details, the window sills, and for cars. And it provides a very directed level of suction through the smaller opening. This, on the other hand, is the furniture brush. It has these bristles that prevent any sort of scratching on a hard surface. So whether it is wood or you might have like a fragile material such as glass, it at least has a bit of a barrier between your surface and the vacuum surface, just to ensure you're able to get rid of all of the dust and debris while brushing all of the dust away, but at the same time don't have to worry about it damaging your furniture. And just like the upholstery tool, you have the ability to rotate it to any specific angle, and I've noticed that across the board with the accessories being very versatile. On the other hand, the roller brush head also did a great job. As I mentioned, it glides on the floor quite nicely. The maximum runtime that you get on the Bosch Unlimited 10 is about 80 minutes, and that is in the eco mode. But generally speaking, you can expect between like 40 and 80 minutes depending on the mode that you're using, and of course significantly less if you're in the turbo mode. The charge time though is also something that is quite impressive with this model. You get a full charge in just about 65 minutes, which is faster than I've seen before. And I think in a lot of cases, if you had like multiple batteries and you want to swap it out to do the entire home or multiple floors, it's a very handy way to be able to quickly release and change out the battery and continue with your clean. But at the end of the day, I think for a lot of consumers out there, the biggest competitive edge to the Bosch Unlimited 10 is the 10-year motor warranty. The industry standard is about 1 to 2 years, and they continue to fail over time. There are a bunch of new models, and you almost feel like you're stuck in a consumer cycle. But with the modularity of the Bosch system, whether it is getting new batteries and changing them out after a few years, getting replacement heads, which is a very common thing, or being able to know that you have that peace of mind and that you're covered for 10 years is a no-brainer when it comes to an advantage that you have over any other option out on the market. I feel like in some ways, most vacuums nowadays are able to do the general vacuuming, and even budget options have quite a bit of power. But in this case, Bosch has not only applied a reverse engineering method by taking a look at all of the features that could be very requested and kinks with existing models and kind of fix them, but in a lot of ways as well, you've also got the reliability and the 10-year warranty peace of mind at a very competitive price point for a top-end handheld vacuum. So if you guys want to go ahead and check it out for yourself, I'm going to drop a link down below. And as always, let me know what you think as well and drop a like on this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.